Yeah, it's a great opening. I love the little bunny there. But taking a look outside, if you're a little bunny, you're not going to like to be outside right now because it's looking pretty cold. Temperatures are into the 30s for a few of us, especially for parts of Washington County. As you get into around Clarksville and south towards Ouachita, you're dealing with temperatures mainly into the 30s right now. But for the rest of us, into the 40s. And then as we move throughout the rest of today, we're really not going to be worried about where we're starting out because we're going to be seeing some warmer temperatures on the way. Afternoon temperatures are going to be into the 60s and into the 70s, and some more sunshine on the way as well once we get later on into the afternoon. So really, your Saturday is looking pretty nice here as we get into the start of your Easter weekend. But taking a look what to expect weather outlook-wise, well, these seasonal temperatures aren't just going to stick around for today or tomorrow or Monday and Tuesday. They're going to stick around for the whole 7 days. So it's going to be looking really nice as we get into the next 7 days and into next week. We're going to have perfect egg hunting weather for today and for tomorrow if you're doing anything with the family for celebrating Easter weekend. But we do have some slight rain chances on the way for Monday, and I mean slight, right around a 20% chance. I'll be breaking that down in just a minute. But taking a look what to expect for today. Northwest Arkansas, we're going to see a warm up on the way as we get from the 30s into the upper 60s later on this afternoon, dealing with some less cloud coverage as we get into the rest of today. Mainly just going to be worried about some mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies for this morning. After we get past noon, we'll see those clouds move out. So we're just dealing with sunshine as we get into the later half of today. Then for the River Valley as well, we'll see a similar story. We're going to see some more sunshine on during the afternoon hours. Temperatures getting into the 60s for a majority of the afternoon, topping out into the low 70s after a pretty chilly start to the day. But as we move into the overnight for Sunday morning, not dealing with quite as cool a temperature. Still likely going to be in the 40s for a majority of us, but not going to see the 30s. Going to be into the mid 40s for Northwest Arkansas. For the River Valley, we're going to be up and down into the upper 40s, into the low 50s for those overnight temperatures, as we're going to see a little bit more cloud coverage develop overnight. It's going to keep some of those temperatures closer to the surface, a little bit warmer, instead of leaving into the atmosphere like it did overnight last night. But taking a look what to expect for your Easter forecast, Northwest Arkansas, very similar for today. We're going to have average temperatures going to be right around 70 degrees for a high temperature, going to be quickly warming up as we get from the 40s in the morning into the 50s by late morning. Not going to be dealing with a lot of issues for tomorrow. Winds are going to be cooperating, temperatures are cooperating. It's going to stay dry, maybe just a little cloudy at times. So really a beautiful Easter on the way for the River Valley as well. We'll see similar conditions, going to be into the low 70s for a high temperature, a little bit cooler in the morning, but then we're going to be into the 50s and 60s as we get towards midday. So a lot to look forward to for tomorrow. But as we move into the start of the week, that's when we're going to be tracking some of those showers. Like I mentioned, winds are mainly coming out of the east for today and for tomorrow. But as we get into Monday, going to see some weather moving out of the northwest. It's going to bring some more moisture into our area. Not a lot of moisture, just enough to maybe see a few scattered, isolated showers moving throughout the second half of the day on Monday into the overnight. Not going to be a lot of rain. Most of us won't see any rain. Mainly just going to be dealing with some more cloud coverage as we get into Monday. After this, we'll see these clouds move out as we get into Tuesday. Not only is it going to be warmer, but it's also going to be sunnier. We're going to see mostly sunny skies. And as we head into the middle of the week, mainly just dealing with highs in the mid 70s and some sunnier conditions on the way. So a lot of great spring weather on the way as we head into the 7-day forecast. Going to be warming up every single day as we get going here. Going to be into the upper 70s by the mid to end of the week. And then by Friday, could be breaking into the 80s from Northwest Arkansas. For the River Valley as well, we'll likely be into the 80s by the end of the week, mainly into the 70s over the next 7 days. Really the cooler morning temperatures, probably the coolest is going to be what we're seeing right now. As we get into the next few days, we're going to see those lows mainly hang around that 50-degree mark instead of hanging around at the 40-degree mark like they're doing right now. So lots to look forward to, Jose, but pretty easy forecast coming up for us here. As a meteorologist, you're mainly just dealing with some seasonal temperatures and maybe a few showers on Monday.
Now, talking about that bunny open,
That
I
bunny?
swear, we were talking about, during the break, we were talking about what happens to the bunnies during the cold. I mean, I swear, if for viewers at home, we'd like to know. I would like to know, because recently I've started seeing those bunnies in my backyard, and it's like, oh, wow,
Jose,
they're real.
I think it's called springtime. And everything is getting outside and blooming, and the animals are doing their thing. But a lot of warmer temperatures on the way. I think we should all head outside today if you can. Just like the bunnies.
Perfect. Well, depending on